Welcome back, and today we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen episode 4. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen just took this anime to a whole different level. I did not see this episode coming. It was absolutely fire. I mean, there was some gore. This is your typical shonen anime, right? I know some shonens have gore here and there, but I mean, this was brutal. The stuff that we got in this episode was absolutely brutal, and I did not see it coming. But let's talk about some of the big stuff that happened in this episode, because we got a lot of information. We got a lot of great moments, so let's talk about those. This episode, it introduced us to the whole grading system that they have for different curses. We have grade 4 all the way down to special grade. And grade 4, there's nothing really special, and it kind of gets a little bit more powerful as it goes. Grade 1, they were saying that you need like a tank in order to deal with it, and even then it might not be enough. And then of course we got the special grade, and like they were saying you need like a nuclear weapon to deal with that level of curses. So you know, the power scaling is absolutely crazy when you get to the higher tiers. But you know, we got to see some big stuff between the special grade curses, and there's definitely something going on there, right? Because Sakuna is just on a whole different level, so he's definitely like on a whole other special grade. But you know, I did like something about this episode, right? Because the first half, or the first 5 minutes, I really like how Itadori and Kugisaki, how they were kind of like you know, acting with each other, right? They were really petting the dog. They were kind of having some fun with this whole mission. I really love those two characters. While Fushiguro, he's very serious. He's taking the mission very serious, and that leads me to believe that he has like a dark past almost, where I feel like he knows or he has experienced some type of loss, right? Like I feel like he's been in Jujutsu Tech for a while. Maybe he had different partners, and you know, they all died going out on a mission. So maybe that's why he's taking this a little bit more seriously. I mean, heck, whenever they went inside of the jail or whatever that place was, and you know, he saw that everything changed. He was worried about the door. He summoned that dog so you know they can detect the curse. He's definitely being cautious about this whole thing, right? Even though Kugisaki, she knows a lot about curses and stuff like that. I mean, she knew about the veil, while Itadori, who's like fairly new to this whole new world, he's completely clueless. He's like your typical shonen MC. He is completely clueless about everything. He doesn't take everything as serious as Fushiguro is. So yeah, and heck, even when they encountered that dead body, the student, the juvenile hall that they found in there, you know, Itadori was trying to get the body back, but Fushiguro, of course, is like, nah, we ain't here to get bodies. We're here to get survivors and to get out, because this is definitely a special grade curse. And man, after that scene, that's when everything just went down. I did not see it coming, okay? I knew for a fact that, you know, there was going to be a powerful curse, but I did not think it was literally going to wipe the floor with all 3 of our main characters, right? Especially after last episode, when we got the little message at the end of the preview episode or whatever, where, you know, they were saying that the students went on this mission and one of them died. Now, I don't think anybody's going to die. I mean, this is your typical shonen. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because if one of these 3 characters were to die, like on episode 4, that would definitely send a message that this is a complete different side of shonen animes, right? We don't generally get a lot of like main characters or characters that get introduced as main characters dying very early on. So we'll see where that one goes. After seeing the threat, I mean, I was kind of believing it for a second. But you know, the big moment of this episode, without a doubt, was whenever that special grade curse showed up. It killed the dog. It chopped off Itadori's hand. That was absolutely crazy. Heck, and I will say, I am loving Sakuna. He seems to be like the villain, and I hope he stays like that forever. I would really hate to see kind of like the Naruto and the Nine-Tailed Fox thing happen, but I'm sure it's going to happen, where Itadori and Sakuna are gonna find a common ground, and they're gonna become friends, and they're gonna be able to switch back and forth and fight all these strong level curses. Because I'm sure if Sakuna is this strong as the anime progresses, as the manga progresses, I'm sure there's going to be enemies that are at the same level as Sakuna, or at the very least a lot stronger, right? Because it would be kind of boring if Sakuna was just, you know, the Deus Ex Machina that we need in order to get rid of all these high level curses. Because I mean, once Sakuna came out, it was game over. I mean, we saw how the special grade curse was afraid of Sakuna. And it's funny because both of these curses are considered special grade, right? Like the curse that's inside of this juvenile hall, that's a special grade curse, and he was wiping the floor with all three main characters. But Sakuna is considered a special grade curse, and he's toying with this other curse. I mean, it's not even a contest. It was quite funny. Now, I did like the whole Sakuna and Itadori interaction that we got, where Sakuna was saying like, yeah, feel free to switch, but as soon as we switch, I'm killing your friend Fushigoto, and then I'm gonna go get your girl. I mean, I was like, yo, Sakuna is not playing. So I really do love Sakuna. That's why I hope he kind of stays as the villain or something along those lines, because I would really, it would be, you know, very predictable to believe that Sakuna is going to turn out to be a good guy, and he's going to partner up with Itadori later on, and they're going to become best friends. That's what I predict is going to happen. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope they do this very differently, and Sakuna is like a threat that they definitely need to keep their eye on. They cannot let loose, because it would go down. I mean, people will start dying. Innocent people will start dying. So yeah, I really love this episode. It was absolutely amazing. Now, the last little bit, once we got to see Sakuna kind of deal with the curse, he did say something interesting that caught my eye. He said that, you know, a lot of these people don't know how to use curses. So I'm guessing, you know, since he's, you know, like very, very old from back in the old days, I'm pretty sure as the years went by, curses start becoming weaker, weaker, and weaker, because they get passed down, and that kind of knowledge gets forgotten as time goes on, especially when curses start becoming less and less frequent. So I'm guessing, you know, since Sakuna is from those old days, you know, he has some very powerful curses, and he's OP because of that. And, you know, some of the knowledge was forgotten, and that's why some of the Jujutsu Tech students are not as powerful, or can deal with this type of situation. Maybe only like the top percent. And now, the last thing I also want to talk about, and this is going to be quick, is Kugisaki, because even though she was separated from the group, and I was really worried about her, because she's one of my favorite characters, you know, she was taking her L like a boss. Like, she was about to be eaten alive, and she didn't seem fazed by it. She was kind of like, oh, well, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. She was kind of rolling with it. I was really surprised by that. And, you know, she's just an awesome character. I really love her as a character. So yeah, I cannot wait to get episode 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Honestly, I really don't want to go read the manga. I might actually wait till the whole anime is over. And even then, I might not read it, because I'm pretty sure this anime is going to get a season 2. I mean, 4 episodes in, and it's absolutely greatness. I loved every second of it. I mean, this actually might have taken Dragon Quest as my favorite anime this season. It's very close, very close. We'll see after today's episode of Dragon Quest where we're going to land, because dang, this episode was absolutely a killer. But let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments down below. And like always, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.